You all would not believe the wreck my apartment is right now. Maybe you would. All I know is it has become Siren's playground. Someone save me from my cat. So, hello and welcome to Dommy Tries This. I hope you brought your cuppa. Today's coffee mug is my Siberian Tiger coffee mug. It is one of the few coffee mugs that my daughter didn't purchase for me. You can see all the pretty kitties. Look at the pretty kitties. The Siberian Tiger is on the endangered list, but it is actually, the population is actually stable. But it is one of those things that we have to be concerned about for the future, is making sure that all these big, beautiful animals that we're slowly killing off don't die. So, anyway, I got this ages and ages and ages ago, probably when I was like a teenager or back in my 20s, something like that. So ages ago. This is at least a 35 to 40-year-old cup. So in our Siberian Tiger coffee cup is the Davidson's Organics Vanilla Cream Spice. Yes, it is a big box. I actually purchased this tea so that I could use it in my turmeric chai tea that I make. But because I got a big box and I use it for my chai tea, I haven't tasted it by itself in a while. So let's go ahead and give this a sip so we can go ahead and get started. And can I say go ahead any more times? Probably not. Actually, probably. Let's, yeah. Smells so nice. I'm a little heavy on the sugar on this one. It's a much smaller cup than I'm used to. But we'll let that steep out. Oh, some of that tastes good by itself. My hair is kind of bothering me today, folks. Getting in my way, making me itch, all that stuff. Anyway, so as you know from our caption, we are getting into the April ice cream box, and we're making this look with it. I will tell you right now, I did have to supplement the palette, and I chose to use the Nomad Ireland to supplement the palette, but I did manage to use everything in the box to make this look. So if you're curious as to what's in the box and how we got this look, then keep on watching. So I've been trying to get to this box for a couple of days, but you know, falling ceilings and water, and we still have a hole. So we're gonna get into this now. Oh, I'm so excited. Y'all know I love my ice cream. I actually try to open it like right away. Okay, so the April theme is spring on the horizon. We'll set that aside for now. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so this is a familiar one. This is the BFC, Beauty for Certain. This is one of their glosses or lipsticks, and this is in the color 02. Matte liquid lipstick. You guys, we've seen this before. I have one of these. Hopefully this is not in the same color. Oh no, this one is very pink. Hold on. So the original was more of an orangey red. This one is a pink, folks. It's a pink. It's a pink. Oh God. Oh God. I can't see me using this as a color by itself, but I can see me mixing it possibly with the other one. So there we go. We'll set that to the side. Alrighty, next we have from Dolce Bold Control Graphic Marker. Bet you it's in black. I kind of like Dolce. I've gotten a few things of theirs. I have more fun with their packaging, I think, because a lot of their packaging has, what is it? They have the magnets. I think they're the ones that have the magnets. This one is going to be a spin. No. This one is a pull. Yep, it's black. I don't think I've tried their eyeliner before. definitely give that a shot. Yes. I'm always looking for some black liner or mascaras that I don't have to pay for. Because those things I end up not using up, and having them, you know, having to purchase them for their full prices, and I'm sure the Dolce is pretty expensive. I'm not happy with that. Oh, we have another long one. This is pretty packaging. That's pretty. I like that. This is from Charmacy. This is a duochrome liquid eyeshadow. And the thing is, we all know I don't like liquid eyeshadow. I'll give it a try again. Oh, that's pretty. I think I have a color like that already somewhere. But you know what? It's no big deal because now I have another project that I'm working on. Anyway, as I was saying, if I end up not using them now, and my daughter's getting to the point where she's like, Mom, I got too much from you. I have a new project I'm working on. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. That was unexpected. All you guys are getting is pink. When I'm looking at it from a certain angle and I'm trying to find an angle to show it to you, I get a gold. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. But, you know, I probably won't keep it. Or at least I probably won't keep using it on my eyes. Then we got Chantico. Excuse me. As I was saying, then we got Chantico, the hair. Anyway, then we got from Chantico Beauty. Open, says me. Oh, a small duo. It comes with its own little thing. But there's the duo. Okay, again, I'm getting different colors than you when I lay it flat. You see how it's peachy and then purple? And then you bring it up. The peach stays there, but the purple goes gray. Interesting. It has a little mirror. Oh, that's nice and soft. Those are pretty. Those are pretty. I'm not sure how I feel about the purple to gray, but I love that peachy color. I love that peachy pink. And of course, you know I forgot something. Y'all know it wouldn't be me if I didn't forget the one thing that I use every single time. All right, I'm checking around. We've got a big thing in here. I'm checking to make sure there's no other little things. There are no other little things. The big thing is from Ofra. Ofra must be really... Ofra's issues with one of its owners must have really knocked it down for it to be doing smaller boxes like this. Anyway, this is the Mini Mix palette. So there's that. And on the back, it shows that we have a bunch of colors. You won't have time to look back or think twice about the looks you create with this mini-sized full-face palette. Warm shimmers, fresh neutrals, and all of the glow you need to make this palette perfect for easy glam. Take this lightweight, magnetic, and completely refillable palette from your makeup bag to your carry-on for your full makeup routine. And that's always RTG. Features our best-selling highlighter, All of the Lights. I thought their best-selling highlighter was the one we got recently. Now I can't remember. But, I mean, All of the Lights I've never even heard of, but I've heard of the other one. So, anyway, let's take a look. This is gonna, okay, so we're gonna use this today, and we're gonna use the other thing today, but I can tell you right now, I'm gonna need to bump it up with something. And I can also tell you I've had issues. I've actually bought an eyeshadow palette from them in the past, and I did not find their formula to be very exciting. I'm doing the top row, which has two colors that probably will not show. Yep. Yep. That's a pretty color. See, yeah, okay. This might end up going to the other project too. Let's go ahead and give it all a wipe. I think we know what's going to happen to the Ofra stuff. Yep, pretty much gone. Well, and the Chantico, I'm not surprised. They were shimmers. Shimmers don't tend to stay. That lipstick wants to stay forever and a day. Okay, let me think a minute. That lipstick does not want to remove itself. All right, telling you right now, the lipstick, the lipstick, it's probably going to need an oil or something to get rid of it once you're wearing it, because, geez, I'm not scrubbing my lips this hard. I think I finally got rid of it all. Okay, so, I'm going to need to use another palette, because there's, I know the Ofra quality, and this does not look any different than the other palette I bought. And I really was not impressed with the other palette I bought. I was so impressed with it, I used it like maybe twice, and then I got rid of it. It wasn't a good thing, folks. It really wasn't. They have great highlighters, but yeah, that's a problem. Let me think. Now I know what top I'm wearing today. They do, the bronzer and the blush look like they'll work for me. And of course, we have our highlighter in here. We have a lot of our highlighters in here. You guys know I don't like mixed pans like that, but anyway. All right, so let's talk about all of these and how much they are and the things. All right, so we have the Good to Go from Ofra. You won't need anything besides this palette, foundation, and lipstick. Complete a beautiful look. Palette contains a value of $109, all-in-one, easy to take with you palette. This palette contains blush, bronzer, highlighter, and 7 beautiful eyeshadows. I don't know what it is about their eyeshadow shades. The other stuff really works for me, but I don't know what it is about their eyeshadow shades. At any rate, this goes for $39. That seems reasonable and along the lines of what Ofra usually has. The Charmacy Liquid Multichrome. Do not be fooled by the color in the bottle. This can be used on its own or as an eyeshadow topper. Once the product sets, it no longer can be blended out, or you will start to see it get patchy. Well, thanks for the warning. That means it's probably not a good idea for my inner corners, which is where something like this would go. Make sure you work quickly and apply plenty. $12, reasonable price. Also seems along the line of what I've seen in their pricing for other stuff. The Beauty for Certain matte lipstick, $22. Okay. Obviously, I think that's overpriced. She's a little on the fat side, but I don't think that's the same amount as what you would get in most other liquid lipsticks. 0.12 ounces. 3.5. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I took a look at my Nomad, and my Nomad has 0.4 mil. This is 3.2. $22. My Nomads are fairly close to that, or something, maybe half that. I'd have to look it up. But $22? And it's not even, it doesn't even feel like a full size. All right, so few shade variations in this matte lipstick. There are pigmented matte lipsticks. Be sure to prep your lips with a lip balm to avoid dry lips. You can also top with a clear gloss. Yes, we know that. Not impressed with that price point, honestly. The Duochrome by Chantico, which is exclusive. They do partner up with Chantico quite a bit. This is $20. It's 2 shades. It looks like they're full size to me. Wow. It goes green and blue and purple. Anyway, they look full size to me, so $5 is a touch high, but yeah, I'm not going to quibble it. This exclusive mini palette features one multi-chrome and one duochrome eyeshadow, which explains the pricing, so it's not so bad for me now. Sparkle Shift are amazing. Pack on the color with your finger, the provided sponge brush, or a flat brush for the best results. So any of the three is the best results? My understanding is with this kind of stuff is your finger is the best results, but I don't like applying makeup with my finger. And finally, we have the Magic Marker eyeliner or a lip gloss topper by Dochi. I don't mind getting the eyeliner. I have lip glosses. I don't need another one. This is $23. Sounds about right for a Dochi. This is a variation item of the basic black eyeliner or clear gloss topper. Eyeliner is thick, making it easy to apply. The glossy top coat provides multidimensional and vibrant shine. So, anyway, the total value of the box, according to them, is $116. But like I said, I think this is incredibly overpriced. That's a lot. That's a lot for something that's not even as big as your standard lip glosses and stuff. That's a lot. Not impressed by that. Well, I can already tell you this is probably going to be problematic. We'll give it a shot. Give it a shot. But with my eyes, this has to go on the inner corner. You know, I could probably use it to just do like an inner corner highlight. Because if I try to put it like on my inner part of my lid, and my lid decides to melt it off, and you can't do anything to fix it, yeah, I don't do that. So I'm glad they gave me that warning. But I am going to go and prep my face and get myself started, and we will be back shortly to go ahead and do the thing. All right, so I'm trying to minimize the Ireland palette as much as I can, but I do kind of need the greens that are in there. And the thing is when I sort of figured out my look, the green in the Ofra palette isn't where I'm going to go. So I don't think it's, like most brands, I don't think it's going to stand up to my inner corner. So I need to use some from the Ireland palette to take care of that. And then, of course, we want to use the Chantico, which I'm going to put across my eyes. And so we ended up having to do some other stuff. I suppose I could put it on the outer corner. It's awfully light for that. But let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to start with trying to determine what order to put these two on. I'm going to start with this shade right here. There is no mirror in this, so I have to pull a mirror. I have to pull a mirror. I didn't even realize there was no mirror. All right, so we're going to start with that color. We're going to put that starting, whoa, we're going to start in the crease and move up. Well, that one's showing up. In the crease and moving up. To bring it lighter. That one actually showed up a lot better than I expected it to. I got there, I think it was like their glitch or gameplay or something palette, and it was just very disappointing, so that's why I wasn't expecting a lot from this, and ended up with a great deal more than I thought I would. Although, as a color, you can see, even though it's a shimmer, you can see why I have issues with these browns. I think the only thing that saves this is it has that gold in it. I'm going to get a different brush. Where did I put my other brush? And I'm now going to put this color here from the brow down to lighten that up a bit. Give some lightness up there. I don't know if that's going to stay, because I might want to put some shine up there. But right now, we're going to bring this in and try to lighten these colors up. That actually almost takes it into my skin tone a little bit, doesn't it? I was working with a white the other day and realized that a lot of whites that we get, I'm glad there isn't one in here, but I'm kind of glad we don't get that much. A lot of them just do not seem to have much pigmentation. They're like chalk or something. But that one, it did lighten it. It did lighten it a little bit, made it more peachy rather than the more red color. I'm thinking. You know what, I'm going to grab this from the highlighter, this color right here, and I'm going to put that over that too. You know, because I can. Grab another brush. Just this really light color. Add a bit shine, a bit more lightness, I hope. We'll see. Oh, that helped. I don't know if you guys can see it, but for me, that helped. Again, we're still looking very much my skin tone, but I like what that did. All right, so we have a trio mix up there. We all know I do these mixings all the time. Okay, so the color that I'm starting off with in the Ireland palette for my inner corner is this Cliffs of Mohair. And we are going to go ahead and grab our glitter primer from Moira and put that on the inner third of my eye to get this started. Because I have found that this is not only sticky, but it seems to really help with the inner corner and everything that I lose in my inner corner. So, applying that over the inner corner very quickly. All right. Clean the brush real quick because it's going to be a minute before I get back to it. And then we're going to grab one of these, get it deep, like that. And we're going to grab that color mohair. I don't want this too wet. I want it wet to pick enough to pick something up, which is not hard to do. Nomad palettes are amazing. And then we're going to put that on this inner corner. Oh, I'm glad I'm bringing some greens and other colors in because that practically matches our under eye. It's fine. Using the edge to give you a nice edge and going across. Okay. That went in beautifully. Went in beautifully. It is very close to this color out here, which will eventually be like, you know, not be seen. All right, so we're going to put that back down. And we're going to grab the Chantico. And I'm going to use the peachy color across the lid. So we're going to again we're going to use the other side. Damn. So let's get some of this peach. It's a pretty color. And I think it shows it. Oh, no, there it is. Very peachy. And we're going to take it over the edge of where we put that mohair to try to blend them just a little bit. And then we're going all the way across. Just down to the corner. Okay, so I may have dried this up a little too much. just give it another little spritz, just a little one. Going all the way across. Again, getting our edge. I think I know how I'm going to use that green in there. I got an idea. Got an idea. Those colors look really pretty together. I do have to say, this does not look very spring-like to me, this whole thing that came in. The only thing that really reminds me of spring is that lipstick, because that's bright and colorful. The rest of these are giving me very fall vibes with the color combinations. Okay, light and peachy. We are light and peachy. All right. So this is what I'm gonna do. Got a plan. Got a plan. So I'm gonna use Blarney Stone on the outer corner, and I'm going to go over it with that light green in here. So let's grab a flat brush, and let's put this Blarney Stone in this outer corner. Going to go up a little bit in my crease, like that. And again, I'm overlapping and tapping and trying to blend it in with that color on the outer edge, that peach. Okay. All right. I'm going to try that color first with a brush. I'm not expecting it to do well. Most shimmers don't, so I'm not saying that as a reflection on Ofra. We're pretty clear about how I feel about Ofra shadows at this point. But I have noted that very few shimmers pick up easily with a brush. However, in this case, I will say that this bronzy reddish, I guess copper color, did very well with a brush. So, got a brush. I'm going to try to pick some of this. Oh, she is picking up. So that's a good sign. That's a good sign. And we're going to put that over this, which lightens it out, gives it a sheen. Okay, I am not mad at that. That actually worked out beautifully. I like the color we ended up with there. That is very pretty. That is very pretty. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm wondering if Ofra improved the formula, because everything has shown up. And like I said, in that one palette that I tried, that did not happen. All right, so the last two colors are going to come from here, because I really kind of need some more greens. All right, so I already know I want to use Tante? If you speak Gaelic or Irish, you can tell me whether I'm pronouncing that correctly. I know I want to use that for my crease and stuff. So my question is the Wild Rover, which is this green here, or do I want to use Krog Patrick? I'm leaning towards the Patrick. So we'll do the Patrick, which I'm not going to try to butcher that name anymore. And we're going to do my point bit over here. And this bronzy color is going to adjust that a bit. I really do feel like these colors are leaning more fall, which is not what I was intending to do. But of course, you know, I try not to peek in on my ice cream box, so it's always a surprise. I try. And so I'm never quite certain what colors I'm going to get. And I have to just sort of make what it is work. But these will be fine. Bringing that down a little bit. I want to separate that lid color a bit from the other colors. So, and I keep going over this to blend those edges out. And then I'm going to keep adding in here. I'm not overly worried about the crease, because that will be deepened in a minute. I'm not overly mad at that. I'm thinking that this probably should have been more of a gold, but I'm fine with it. It works. And then we're going to get a pointy brush, and we're going to take that T-A-I-N-T-E. Let me know. We're going to take that, and we are going to deepen this crease. Okay, so I can already tell I'm going to need to do some cleanup here. That's fine. That's more because I have these hooded lids. So they go over, the hoods go over my lid. Hello. The hoods go over my lid and take all the colors I put up top and try to deposit them elsewhere. And we're going to deepen that all up and bring this down here a bit. Like that. And go out. So I have a spot in here that doesn't want to darken too much, where that peach is like, I just want to be. So we're just fixing it all along that edge, deepening that edge. So that was pleasant. The leak's not fixed. Anyway, so I'm actually pretty happy with this. I'm going to go ahead and repair that peach under here a bit. I am debating putting one of those lighter, in fact, I'll just do that now. My cats are eating and they're going to like throw something around. I'm waiting for it. I think I'm going to try this color over that gold and see if that lightens up our inner corner. That did it a little bit. And so I'm going to say that these seem to work well as toppers. Nothing else. Anyway, I'm going to go and do the other eye. I'm thinking. I'm going to go ahead and just apply the eyeliner, and then I'll let you know how that works. And I'm just going to go ahead and do my whole face, and then we'll talk about the experience. It is just an eyeliner. I'll just let you know if it's any issue trying to put it in place or anything like that. But beyond that, for you it'll be, for me, it's going to be a little bit. We have a lot of running around going around right here right now. So if the lighting is completely changed when you see me again, don't be surprised. See you in a few. Oh boy. No, really. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to. We gotta fix this. Holy shit. Alrighty. So, I'm sitting here waiting to see if the kids will go away, but I suspect that they are in the back playing. It's a beautiful day. It's been raining for 3 or 4 days. So I'm not going to begrudge them being in the back as long as they leave my garden alone. For those of you who don't know, we are growing our garden now. So be watching for garden posts because we've already put up a few and we have more coming along. All right. So I can already tell you I've had losses on the inner corner. Not unexpected, honestly. But with the Nomad, which I know will do this, it's been easy to repair, and all I've actually had to add is more of the highlighter powder from the Ofra palette. So here's our look. If there's a hole, I apologize. I apologize. But here's our look. They are loud little buggers, aren't they? All right. So, let us start with the lipstick since that's the last thing you guys saw me try. Yeah, this is bright. This is bright. I do think that the other color I got earlier did help tame it a little bit, just a little bit. And then I ended up using my e.l.f. lip oil, my lip tint over it. I think that really helped a lot. I will say that without the lip oil, it does dry down, and I don't get that move so that I like. I like to be able to move my lips against my lips like that, you know. So you are probably going to want to use some sort of lip gloss or something over it. I don't know if it'll budge if I take it off with the lip oil on top. It might stick. I suspect you'll have some staining there. I'll probably go ahead and keep the color. I did like kind of how it came out with the other color over it. Thank God. And I have darker colors that I can actually use with it, and I can put it in the middle as sort of a bright spot. I'm not very good at the ombres. I did try to do an ombre, but yeah, I'm not very good at them. So, but not my favorite thing in the box, but it wasn't a total miss. It wasn't a total disaster. It was usable. It'll be usable in the future. The multi-chrome liquid eyeshadow, I'm still not a fan. I did say I would use it with this look, so I used it with this look, and it doesn't really fit the look, but I did find it difficult to just put in those inner corners, and because it's not budgeable once it's on the lid, I can't use it on my lid really, but I will say it doesn't stay very much for my eyes, so it is there. You can barely see it there, but it doesn't have a lot of high shine. I don't know. I'm thinking about keeping this for my other project. My problem with it for the other project, however, is that the shade shifting, and I don't know how that's going to work. I'm just going to have to test it out mostly, and assume that it's going to be pink to purple rather than this white color, which is what I would actually prefer. The Shanty Co. I'm actually pretty impressed with this one. I like the peachy. I did use this a little bit on the outer side here. You can't really see it, but I wanted to see it come up and see what it would look like on my skin. And I think I'm going to have a bit of an issue because unless you get this green, this purple, or the gray that comes up for me, I don't know. That gray color and the purple that shows up in there, neither one of those show up well on my skin. I did notice that right away. But I really do like this peachy to gold color. That's very pretty. So I'll be keeping this and using it. It's 50-50. It's better than the liquid eyeshadow, and probably on par with lipstick in that it's usable. Not my favorite thing. I did like the Dochi eyeliner, and I was kind of impressed with it because my eyes were already watering when I started to line it, and this worked over it. And this says nothing about being waterproof or water resistant or anything. Just says it's a graphic liquid eyeliner. So, but it did, it actually worked out beautifully. don't know if you can see the wing, but it was very controllable, and the color is really nice. So I have no problems with the graphic liner. I'm actually pretty impressed with this, like that. The Ofra palette. So I went into it hating Ofra. I'm not going to buy from Ofra anytime soon. Okay, let's just keep it out there, regardless of, you know, my mixed feelings about the palettes, which they're mixed feelings. I have no intentions of going back and biting. There's just some things that brand owners do that just leave such a sour taste in your mouth that it doesn't matter what they do, you don't want to go back. And that's what happened with this particular brand owner. All that said, the highlighter, of course, is the usual Ofra quality. I was kind of surprised by the shadows. They seem to have a lot more pigmentation than the last palette I tried from them several years ago, which is nice. The bronzer, my only complaint about the bronzer is sort of the reddish undertone. I would have much preferred a more neutral or something that had more shadow and shade to it than this, but it works on my skin. It's just, I'm not a fan of the red. The blush worked well as well. It looked really nice. And the shadows did really decently surprising to me. However, if you're going to tout this as a travel palette, it needs to have a mirror. Ofra. And Ofra said good to go. This is a good to go palette. It needs to have a mirror. So I will continue to play around with this. I suspect that I really like how the colors, the various colors that I did use, like the green and some of the highlighters, worked over some of the other shades that I had and made those changes. Those were beautiful. So I will probably continue to use it as kind of a topper or shade adjuster. I do not see me using this all by itself. So again, it is so product for me, but I would say that overall, I mean, we're looking at 116, I think I said, on the value. And while a lot of this is 50-50 for me, so let's say it's, what, $58 in terms of personal value to me, that still beats what I paid for the box. And so that is not a horrible thing. I've had better. I would say I would give this a 3 out of 5 stars on the box. If you really love Ofra, you'll probably like this palette, particularly if you're into more neutral shades. And the rest of it, well, it's all personal taste. Do you like bright pink? Like I said, I'm really impressed with the eyeliner, so I'm really glad I got that. I'm always, because I don't end up using the eyeliner and my mascaras up by the time that they should be used up, which is 6 months to a year for most of them. I really appreciate it when they show up in a box, because then I don't have to go out and buy one and go, well, I'm just going to have to throw this out in a few months. And I hate to do that. Loving my hair today, hating the way it deflates. It'll stay like this for about, oh, I don't know, 5 minutes and then be gone. So before it's gone, that is it for the day. And I hope you like what you've seen. You'll have to let me know down below if any of these products, you thought any of them were interesting, if they were anything that you might be interested in purchasing in the future. I would love to hear it. If not, just go ahead and give me a purple heart down below to show you made it to the end. And we are going to taste our tea and get on out of here, because as you know, all of these things lead up to me being able to do readings and other things that require a get ready with me, mostly my readings. However, let's go ahead and taste our tea, and we'll move on out of here. That's nice. That is really nice. I'm getting both the vanilla and the cinnamon. And it's interesting to me, even though it's, I did oversweeten it just a little bit. Guess I'm having issues because it's a small mug. But even though it's slightly oversweet, it still tastes really, really good. Which is interesting, because a lot of times slightly oversweetened teas or oversweetened teas really, really irritate me. Carob and chicory barley. I get the cinnamon. What's interesting is there's no vanilla listed on this list. I'm assuming that the natural flavor probably includes vanilla. I'm getting the vanilla just fine, even though it's the last thing on the list. And I'm getting the cinnamon, and it tastes really good. I'm enjoying this one. And I gotta say, I really love it when I use it in my turmeric chai as well. Anyway, so we're at the end. I love my girls. I love my dragonettes. Hope you have a good one.